What's up, guys? We are back here in downtown St. Pete for our spring episode of What's New in 23.
And as usual, new spots are popping up all over the city. So in this episode, we plan to take you to 8 of them. And the first one is actually located somewhere here inside the Vinoy, so we're gonna go try to find it. Just to the left of the main entrance, and located within the newly renovated lobby, you'll find Lottie. The newest addition to the recently refreshed Vinoy, the Lottie is an elegant French patisserie featuring French-inspired lunch fare, delectable sweet treats, gelato, expertly crafted coffee drinks, and some of the best-looking freshly made pastries that we've ever laid our eyes on. So we went with the Lottie Latte, and that is orange, vanilla, cinnamon, and oat milk. And we also could not pass up the key lime tart. Just look at this thing. It looks amazing.
All right, time to try a bite.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to put it on the table to do that because I don't want to drop it. Like, that'd be an expensive mistake.
I think buying a $14 tart is a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
I think it was 16.
Oh, that's a once-in-two-lifetime thing. How is it?
It is delicious. The meringue, it is so creamy, and the key lime flavor is like the perfect level of tartness.
Worth $16?
I don't know, it's pretty expensive, but it's really, really good. If you have that budget, then try it. All right, now for the real test. Let's see what Skylar thinks.
Maybe not worth 16 bucks, but it is delicious. How is it?
It's good. I think you do taste the citrus in there. I don't think I've ever had a latte quite like this. What flavors do you taste?
It's very different. I don't know if I taste the cinnamon.
Yeah.
It is good though.
I wish we would have visited before all the renovations to be able to compare, but I think they did a really good job at this place. It looks fantastic. And just in case you prefer a beer or cocktail over a coffee or pastry, the veranda bar at the front of the hotel is beautiful and also brand new.
We just left the Lottie and overall the experience was really good, but as we expected, it was also quite pricey because the Lottie is located within the Vinoy Hotel, which is the premier hotel here in downtown St. Pete, with rates running anywhere from $600 up to $1,100 per night. So if you're like us and a stay at the Vinoy is not within your budget, you can at least experience it by going to the Lottie.
So if you watched our Boca Grande episode, then you'll already know that we passed on an opportunity to try our very first lobster roll because it was a little bit out of our budget. But today, we're getting a second chance at our second stop. Located at 501 First Avenue North, you'll find a brand new arrival to downtown St. Pete in Mason's famous lobster rolls. With over 20 locations across the U.S. and several more on the way, Mason serves up authentic Maine lobster rolls with nothing but the basics. And as we'd soon discover, when your lobster is this fresh and delicious, the basics is all you really need.
Since this is our first ever lobster roll experience, we went with the classic, which comes with lemon butter and mayo on a roll, and we also got the soup of the day, which is the crab corn chowder.
Both the lobster roll and the soup looked and smelled amazing, and we could not wait to try them.
Great shot.
Yeah, great cracker pouring skills. All right, I'm trying the soup.
Wow. So I normally prefer crab over lobster anyway, and this is some really good crab, and it's got some kick too.
Glad we got both.
Yes, good way to spend $5 right there.
That was only $5?
Yeah.
So for comparison, you could get 4 cups of soup for 1 lobster roll.
Yeah. I don't know if you're even going to want to try it because it's pretty spicy.
I'm going to try it.
All right. Little spicy, right?
Yeah.
You like the flavor though?
I do like the flavor. While we did both enjoy the soup, we had definitely come for one thing, and that was lobster. You see why everybody raves about lobster rolls now?
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't even say I'm that huge of a lobster fan, but this is great.
Look at all the lobster in that. Now, we don't really have anything to compare this to, since we've never tried a lobster roll before. but this one is really good. So I have a question. For those of you who have tried lobster rolls before, do you find that they are worth the price? Because they're always a little bit expensive. And also, let us know, do you prefer them hot or cold? Because so far, we've only tried a cold one.
I don't know why it took me until the last bite of this lobster roll to think of this, but I gotta try the lobster dipped in the crab soup. I actually think I enjoy the flavors better individually, but it's still really good.
Mason's also offers breakfast and is open from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily.
So you probably noticed we've been eating pretty light at the first couple of spots, and that's because we're going to 4 different places today and we plan to eat at all of them.
And also, I am still dealing with sciatica, so I am moving pretty slow. So that means we haven't been able to walk all over the city like we normally do to burn off those extra calories. Our third stop of the day took us to the Grand Central District, where at 2220 Central Avenue, you'll find a completely new concept to St. Pete in Graze Craze. Here, guests can choose from 4 sizes of charcuterie boards or grab-and-go options filled with the highest quality fruits, vegetables, breads, dips, meats, and cheeses. Now both of these look amazing, but now we've got to find a place to eat them. All right, let's eat. All right, so we got an original grab-and-go box and a keto grab-and-go box. They also had a vegetarian option and a sweet fruity option. This hummus is really creamy, and I saw that you can buy 8 ounces of it for $4.95. They also make their jams in-house. I'm not really sure which kind this is, but it looks really good. It's a little tangy too. I'm not sure what it is, but it's good.
I noticed that both of our boxes come with this white and purple cheese. No idea what it is, but I'm excited to try it. It is blueberry.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what kind of cheese. It's kind of a drier cheese, but the flavor's really good.
So Graze Craze is unlike any other business we have seen in St. Pete. They offer catering for small parties, large events, and also offer freshly made grab-and-go options like the ones that we tried today. Overall, we were really impressed with all the items in our boxes, but Skylar's favorites were the meats and cheeses, while mine were the dips and jam. Our fourth stop of the day would take us a mile straight east to Cecelia's Sweets. Located at 1041 Central Avenue, Cecelia's brings a new and unique dessert spot to St. Pete's Edge District, and I, for one, couldn't wait to check it out. Once inside Cecelia's, we learned that they offer a product called Vampire Penguin, along with soft pretzels, edible cookie dough, and ice cream.
You want to tell them what we ordered, or you want to just wait till we get it?
Let's let it be a surprise.
All right.
So this is like way bigger than I expected. Our massive orders of Vampire Penguin included the Mexican candy for Skylar and the strawberry cheesecake for me. Skylar's came with a sprinkling of tahini, while mine came drizzled with a sweet condensed milk, and both looked absolutely mouth-watering. So like light and fluffy. Wow, it just like totally melts in your mouth. Very flavorful. I can taste the strawberry and the vanilla.
So you're impressed with your first Vampire Penguin experience?
Yeah, it's very good. Now what I want to know is if it tastes anything like that Mexican candy shop that you had in Clearwater.
Less alcoholic, but yeah, it tastes a lot like it, really.
So how would you describe this?
Tangy, salty, kind of citrusy. Not overly sweet. It's definitely a good dessert for a non-sweet lover.
So I want to show you guys like how light and fluffy this is. It's a whole different consistency. It's not like ice cream, and it's not like a snow cone either. It's very unique. So even though these things are enormous, they are a third the calories of ice cream, so you don't have to feel bad about ordering the large.
So we wrapped up day one at Cecelia's Sweets, which turned out to be a really cool mom and pop place offering cookie dough, ice cream, soft pretzels, and Vampire Penguin. And until today, we had no idea what Vampire Penguin even was, and I'm still not sure on the best way to describe it, but I will say that it is delicious and definitely worth stopping into Cecelia's to try for yourself.
Good morning, we are back downtown next to the bay. Now our first stop of the day opened almost a year ago and we tried to visit it in another episode, but it happened to be closed on that day. Now we've heard so many great things about it that we just had to come back for another try. Located at 255 Beach Drive Northeast within the Museum of Fine Arts, Cafe Clementine is an artisanal bakery offering made-from-scratch pastries and fresh, wholesome dishes. We were incredibly impressed by the aesthetic and variety of baked goods and found ourselves having a bit of trouble picking just 2 items for our breakfast. We were also happy to find that Cafe Clementine offers drip coffee, cold brew, and a variety of teas, of which we selected 2 to go along with our pastries. It's like lemon poppy seed with meringue on top. Oh, and all the flowers on it are edible. So look at all the different layers here. You've got the flowers on top, the meringue, a lemon filling, poppy seed cake, and then there's another filling down here that kind of reminds me of butter. I'm not sure what flavor it is, but it's really good. And then another layer of cake. It's not overly sweet, but very good. So Skylar got a savory option this morning. So this was a zucchini scone, and it comes with some butter. What do you think?
It's crispy on the outside, it's soft in the middle. It's not dry. It's not like super flavorful, but it is really good. And this honey butter is amazing.
And you also got their matcha latte with the strawberry syrup, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they make the strawberry syrup in-house along with their lavender, and I think there was one more.
Orange, I think.
Oh, a clementine.
Clementine, yeah.
I also ordered the house-made strawberry syrup in my chai tea, and of the 2 drinks, we agreed that the chai tea was the winner. Another thing we loved about Cafe Clementine was the great options for indoor and outdoor seating, with inside seats spaciously spread out within the museum, and outside seats offering fresh air, lots of shade, and great views of the bay. Pickup orders are also available on Saturdays, with ordering available online at LaClementineBakeshop.com. The cafe is open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Thursday through Sunday. We just left Clementine and I'm so glad we decided to go back. As you saw, their pastries were incredible. I feel like this spot has been a little bit of a hidden gem in downtown St. Pete, but people are finally starting to notice it, and I cannot wait to go back to try one of their giant croissants. Our second day 2 stop would take us just a few blocks southwest to the AC Hotel, which is home to a brand new rooftop bar, Cane & Barrel. Conveniently located directly across the street from the Sundial parking garage, you'll find the entrance to Cane & Barrel at the northeast corner of the hotel. The hall will lead you directly to an elevator, which you'll want to take as high up as you can go, to the 8th floor. It's here that you'll find the wonderfully trendy, Cuban-inspired bar. We arrived at 11:30 on a Saturday, just as the bar had opened, and we briefly had this amazing outdoor area all to ourselves. We found the area to offer great views of downtown St. Pete, a delightfully chill and tropical atmosphere, and a very well-equipped bar. With only 2 more new St. Pete spots to visit after this one, we want to know which one you're most excited to visit. So when you finish watching this video, be sure to let us know in the comments. While we would have loved to spend the afternoon taking in the views from this wonderful rooftop, we still had the other half of this bar to explore. Back inside, we found more bright colors and tropical Cuban vibes, plus another well-stocked bar and several tables for dining. And just like outside, we found the inside to offer some nice views of downtown St. Pete. If you're still enjoying this video and want to keep up with all the new businesses in and around downtown St. Pete, be sure to subscribe to Explorcation so you won't miss any future What's New episodes. But for now, it's time to grab a drink, and Skylar spotted one on the specialty cocktail menu that he just had to try, and that was the Cane & Smoke, which is basically an old-fashioned made with rum instead of whiskey and infused with a little bit of cedar smoke. The drink certainly passed the eye test, and to Skylar's delight, it tasted absolutely delicious as well. After watching the bartender make a few more amazing looking cocktails, I decided it was time to get one for myself. The fantastic bartender was able to accommodate my special request and made me a Frida's Flower specialty cocktail, but as a mocktail instead. And since Skylar could never let me drink alone, he ordered a Presidente beer as well.
We just left Cane and Barrel, and I gotta say that place exceeded my expectations. I really love the tropical atmosphere, both inside and outside, and even though I typically don't like traditional old fashions, I love that rum old fashioned. It was one of the best drinks I've had in St. Pete. Now our final 2 stops of this video are gonna take us just north of downtown, so we'll see you there next.
Our third day 2 stop brought us to St. Pete's newest brewery, Sesh, which we found to also be a restaurant and to offer a great outdoor bar area. While Skylar ordered us a couple beers, I found us a seat inside by the bar where we could enjoy this British mild ale and hazy IPA. Skylar found the British mild ale to be light, flavorful, and refreshing, while the hazy IPA was citrusy and perfectly hoppy. And while I would have to take one of my many sciatica breaks while recording this episode, Skylar was more than happy to take one for the team by drinking both of these beers by himself.
So we just left Sesh, and that place has only been open for maybe a week or 2, but the word has definitely already gotten out because they were completely booked up in their dining area. Thankfully, we were able to get an open table in the bar area where we could enjoy a couple of beers, but we definitely do hope to come back someday to try out their food.
Our final stop of the day took us a mile to the northwest, where near the intersection of 29th Avenue and Dr. MLK Jr. Street, you'll find the new Calida Kitchen and Wine. Seating just 25 people, Calida is surely one of the smallest restaurants we've taken you to on this channel. But while it may be small, it's big on character. We found Calida's interior to have a European wine bar vibe, which along with the menu, has been inspired by the owner's world travels. On our visit to Calida, we had a reservation at the bar, where we started off our meal with an order of oysters from Lost Coast Oyster Company, Tampa Bay's only sustainable oyster farmers. And while I had never enjoyed raw oysters in the past, I'm so glad I gave them another chance, as these oysters were nothing short of amazing. Next up were the empanadas, which were cooked to a perfect golden brown and served with a delicious lemon cream sauce. And last but not least was the chicken thigh entree, which came out looking great and tasting even better. It was the perfect way to cap off yet another fantastic meal at another great new St. Pete restaurant. But if you want to see over 50 other new businesses that have opened up in and around St. Pete over the last couple years, then go ahead and check out this playlist right now. Thanks for watching!